I will be able to solve addition problems by uh, using 10 frame.
Does anybody know what 10 frame is? Raise your hand. No? So a 10 frame, just think about it as a picture, like a picture frame. But this one is more like a rectangle. And it has 5 squares in one row and 5 squares in another. And we use those to actually do addition problems. And it helps you visualize it so you can see it, the image. And I have an example here. I can actually write down an example of what 10 frame looks like. So it's a square, I'm sorry, a rectangle. And then it has circles in it. Have you guys ever seen these before? No. No? Okay, so that's what a 10 frame is. 10 frame. So what I would like for you guys to do, George, would be to get in a group, discuss what the learning objective is in your own words, and then we'll come back to it and see what our understandings are. Go ahead. And then Lisa, as a small group, discuss what the learning objective is in your own words. Now that you guys know what a 10 frame is.
I think she's going to teach us how to solve math.
Addition.
How to add the 10 frame.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I know.
What does that word say? Which one? Addition. Okay. You guys ready to share? Did you guys, Amy, can you tell me what do you think this learning
We
objective
thought
means in your own words?
we thought that maybe we were gonna do something with the 10 frame and adding,
Okay.
trying to solve the problem with that.
Okay, so that we're gonna move now that we're gonna move to the key terms and we're gonna go over them and see what understanding you guys have with this. So addition, do you know what addition means?
Isn't it adding two numbers?
So it's adding two numbers together and creating one whole number. And Elisa, did you get that? What addition means? Yes, can you repeat what you just said right now? So we're getting two numbers and we're putting them together. Mm-hmm. It creates a whole one. George, did you get that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about bonding numbers? Do you know what a bonding is? So let's say we have two parts. There's two parts. There's two parts to it, and then we put them together, and it creates one whole part. So that's bonding. So we're using two parts, and we put them together, and it creates a whole one. And 10 frames. We already talked about the 10 frames before. I told you this is like a graphing, like a graph tool that we use where we count numbers, and it has 2 rows, and it's a total of 10. So you're gonna do some representations with the number 10. And then unknown numbers. Do you know what unknown numbers are, George? Anybody? So an unknown number is a number that we have to figure out what number that we have to figure out what goes in that place. To figure out to solve the problem. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you 2 examples. I'm going to show you 2 examples. We'll go over them and we'll discuss it while we're working. Okay, so I have, you guys, now you all see that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is, do you guys remember what this is called again?
Bonding?
Yes, so it's bonding. And that means we get 2 numbers, which is 2 parts, and put them together and it turns into a whole one. George, did you hear that? Okay, so the first one, this is the whole one, and these are the 2 parts. So we're going to use the 10 frame to figure out how many number, well, the unknown number, which is this one. So what I would like it, so I can make it easier for you guys, I would like to put a 1 here and a 2 here, which you're gonna be using the 10 frame. Do you guys remember about the 10 frame?
Mm-hmm.
10 frame. And I would like for you guys to put a 1 and a 2 to make it easier, so you know that the first one is going to go to in the first row, and then the second one is gonna go on the second row. So, it says that we need a total of 5. So let's do the circles to make it easier. There's 5 here, 5 on the lower one. So what I'm gonna do, I would like for you guys to pay attention up here at the thing. You don't have to write it down. We're gonna do an activity so you guys can look at it again. So we have a total of 5. On the first row, it says that we have 2. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna color 2 on the first row. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So I colored 2 because this one's 2. Now we're trying to figure out how many, the unknown number here, how many do we need to create a whole one of 5? So let's think about 2. Let's remember, just put in our head that we have 2 already. And then we add, I want you guys to count with me, okay? After 2, we have 2 in our mind, then 3, 4, 5. So how many do we need?
3.
3. The 3, George?
Mhm.
Okay, so that 3, we put it here. So what it's saying is that we have 2 plus 3 equals a total of 5. So we're gonna color 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, because it's on the second one. So it's saying that this is a total of 5. Do you guys believe that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's count and see. Ready?
1,
2,
2,
3, 4, 5.
5.
So 2 plus 3 equals 5. Do you see that? Okay, let's try one more example. Ready? So right here it's saying that the total is 3. And they're giving us a 1 right there. So let me put the number 1 there, number 2 on that one, and then the first row and the second row. Do you guys remember what this is called again?
Tape diagram. Tape. Bonding.
Yes, that's the bonding. And this is called
10.
Yes, a 10 frame. Just remember, like at home, like when you have picture frames, but this one's a 10 frame rectangle with numbers in it to represent some numbers in it. So it's saying that we have 1. So we're going to color 1 on the first row. And now we need the unknown number to so we can get 3. So if we have 1, remember that, put that in your head, that you have 1, use your fingers, then it's 2, 3. So how many do we need to color in?
3.
Let's try one more time. We have 1 in our head. 1, right? And then it's 2, 3. Total of 3. So how many do we need?
2.
2. Okay, so we put the 2 right here. So it's saying that 1 plus 2 equals 3. Well, let's figure out. Let's put these 2. And now they're saying that we're going to count all these together and see if 1 circle plus 2 more circles in the bottom equals a total of 3. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. So it is saying that there's 3. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to give you an activity sheet. And I would like for you guys to do as a group a few problems. And then we'll go over and see which ones you did. George, would you like to come up here and hand out some sheets, please? You guys are gonna get 2 pieces of paper. 1 to each. One is a 10 frame, and the other one is the number bonding. So we need to use, and there's colors in the front of the desk where Amy's at, and you can pick 2 different colors to do the frames. So let me read the instructions with you. It says, look at each number below and fill in the missing number. What's another word for the missing number? Which is a key term?
Unknown.
Yes, the unknown number. So we're going to use the 10 frame to fill in these. Okay? Remember that. Remember to put one on top in the second row, unless you can memorize that. You guys ready? Go ahead. Oh.
I don't know the instructions say. Okay, it says to look at each number on console and fill in the missing. So it's like unknown. We're going to talk about that.
No, we can do this as a small group. Let's do this as a small group. Yes, let's do it together. This is your
We're going to do, remember, we use this one for the first row, color numbers, and then the second one will be right here. And then the total, once you have color counted, and that's the total. So you need to fill it in. Okay, so but if first color was 3,
Yes, you do that.
did you get that? So we're doing, looking at this, and what you're trying to do, we use the 10 for number. First one was the first row, so the first 3. And then the next one, then you figure out how many more do you need. Okay, so there's 3. And to get to 6, remember, think about the 3 in your head. Remember? 4. Use your fingers. You get all the way to 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3.
3.
Okay, so 3 circles. Okay, so now I want you to count all of them. Remember to put the whole number is 6, and count them all and see if the number total this number is 6. Okay.
You can continue. Yes, do 2 more. If you have any questions, I'm right here. You can ask me and I can help you. Good job on everything using your fingers. Yes, there's 4.
I did it in my head, counted to use my fingers. So instead I put the number 4 in my head and count till I get to 8.
Good job.
So I did 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I use my fingers also, so but I noticed both of them have the same pattern. So they get the same numbers.
Okay, so now that you've done these some of the problems, who would like to come up here and show me how they solve this one? How about you, Lisa? Would you like to come up here and show us how you solve the first problem? She's going to show us how she got the first one.
So you said to put the 3 in our head and then to count on. So
Do we use a 10 frame first?
yes. Yeah. So 3, 1, 2,
See that, George?
3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the 3 in my head, 4, 5, 6.
Thank you.
So
She used your fingers to count. See that?
1, 2, 3, 2,